Hello everyone and welcome back to my commemoration of the 56th anniversary of Apollo 11. We will continue with the audio from ApolloInRealTime.org.
Negative, standby one.
Well, starting on a negative note there.
There's quite a difference between the gimbal angles you have and the gimbal angles the program was, but with the inaccurate state factor, I'm inclined not to believe the program.
And we'll pick it up from Boston. And this time the flight is very definite. We are going from Boston to St. John's.
In flight, he ought to understand that he can get different answers in the onboard program. There's an infinite number of attitudes that he can do these P-23s out of.
Apollo 11, LP is back on the line.
Roger. You want him to
Roger, copy.
run star 45 at 197.8, 195, and 340.0.
Not gates.
Roger, your thing, Buzz.
Parking.
And 11, the angles for you are 1978 per roll. 1285 pitch.
Not exactly. I think it's pretty close to where I parked actually.
Okay, just as a matter of comparison, P-23 for this star would like to go to 235.66, 154.31, and 31365, over. Roger, we copy, 11. We understand it. The program can give you almost an infinite combination of angles in P-23, and it's not too unreasonable. If you'll stand by, we'll look at these that we see on the disky, over. Okay, well, in the meantime, I'll just go ahead and maneuver to yours. 197.8, 128.5, and 340.0. Roger. Flight, Capcom, why aren't those angles in the flight plan?
Uh-oh, there's a textureless plane over there. Let's not look.
The last ones I got were late changes anyway.
It's being indecent.
198.4, 135, and 340.
Oh, we don't need nav
Let me
aids
ask
there.
another question. Why can't we use the ones that
Unfortunately, they
program
bundle the
design?
nav aids with the taxi ribbon sometimes.
There's two reasons we
Oh, there's another
don't want to
bad
use
plane
one
over
that
there.
program determined. The program
Okay,
program don't know the limbs on there.
Okay, you're right.
Okay.
have a
And
door.
secondly, there's better points, better roll angles around the trunnion fixed line of sight to be with respect to the reflections off the limb. You're going to get back into the second.
I guess I'll carry some
and
extra
hopefully we
fuel.
wouldn't have had that problem with 44, but I don't guess we're as smart as
I
we
don't
thought
think we
we
need
would.
all of that.
You think that was the reason he had the problem with it?
Yeah, reflections off the limb back into the second.
Okay.
We'll try to run with this. Okay. External power.
If something's not right, let me know. We will.
FAO Capcom Flight Director 2.
Go.
Hey Tom, what if he was no com we were coming back here running these things? Would
I'm
we
just
take,
gonna run with the
He wouldn't
existing
have any
engine
trouble,
condition,
P-23 because he wouldn't have the limb on.
unless I bust
I
it
know that, but
by the way I start the engines this time.
you say there's an infinite amount that he can come, but there is an optimum. Does the program select the optimum, or does it just selects the set of
The
angles?
closest one, I think, but I'm guessing, and I'm not.
You mean the least maneuver, that's not right?
Yeah.
How about Frank? Do you know Frank? Negative. Go ahead, Frank.
I'll wait on that stuff. Okay.
Roger.
I'll find out for you.
Thank you. Starting to fly. Frank's not here. He'll be back in just a second. Okay, no Frank.
Oh, that's not what we want.
Experiment?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, go ahead. You have me
Don't
now?
know.
You come from flight.
Did you get hurt? Oh no.
John, do you have some kind of standard format you fill out and give me in your consumables for every shift change?
Oh, it keeps reading this lever.
Thinking of one.
Okay,
I can give you a couple here and didn't write them.
Fine, we gotta do both at the same time then.
Okay. For the flight plan nominal, we're down 21 pounds in O2, 2.5 pounds in H2.
Stand by down. 21 pounds O2. And how much in H2?
2.5 pounds H2.
Uh-oh.
And that's
Oh
based on in the
no, there goes the engine
nominal of
condition.
8.6 for H2 and 112 pounds for O2.
It seems to do with having those on too long.
How much
I think.
O2? Give me both of those again.
112
that's
pounds
no good
O2 at end
anymore.
of mission. That's what that's based on. The flight plan.
Didn't kill that. Okay.
Okay, so I subtract those two numbers from that, the O2 and H2?
Right. Okay, you know what? Let me restart.
From that, you should have what we will have an end of mission. Roger.
The problem is it's reading a lever that I don't want it to read.
Or do we have
do the
some
lift
higher
off.
usage rate?
No, that was due to the lower lift off.
The mixture lever. It's the
Okay,
mixture
so
lever,
there's one
but
lift
it's
off.
using the mixture lever for that
fine. We
other
tell the
lever,
same delta.
and that causes problems.
And on the batteries, A, if you like those.
Go ahead.
A is 32.6.
All right, here we go again.
And Baker's on chart.
Okay.
So we didn't open the door this time. Okay. Oh no, it's still reading the lever. Shucks, that's gonna cause problems. Maybe I can make it work out. Alright. That's the same at least. Doing both at the same time. Wonder how bad that is. Well, I guess we can do both at the same time, but
Still no horizons there.
He's not just messing around.
I guess if as long as it's gonna use the mixture lever, then that's how it's gonna have to be.
That's 1.3.
I'll have to remap it maybe.
Right, but in presence of any reflections in the optics here, it can slow you down an awful lot.
Oh, I agree with that. Okay. I'll have to check, but I'm sure John used EF 44 during some of his sightings. I wonder if we don't have a possible...
Well, let's put the
come up on
diskette
a
in.
section, you know,
Why not?
movable line of sight. Some crud.
Okay, bleed air.
Houston, Apollo 11.
Did left gen not hit?
Go ahead, over. Okay, Charlie, it's the attitude you gave me on star number 45.
Alright, no more external power.
The reticle is off, I'd say, a good 30 degrees in roll, and the star is not in sight, over. Roger, stand by. I think something's wrong with those attitudes.
Inspect waypoints. Okay,
Copy that, FAL.
that'll be fine. Alright, well, let's get permission and everything.
Fly open flight. Flight. Copy that, Tommy. Yeah, stand by just a second. You want them to terminate P-23 now? Let's take a look at the data we've gotten so far and see if we can piece together what a problem is.
Hotel. Request taxi for takeoff.
Flight guide. Pro guide. He ought to be able to see this star. I just run the thing, and he should be able to see
He
the
needs to
star.
proceed to get auto optics to the star at this point. He hasn't done that.
Is anybody following precisely what he is doing and what he should be doing at this stage of the game? Tommy, if you have your crew procedures guys going every step of the way with them, that's well, right now, he has to get out of optics. He's not even pointing near the star.
We're watching these things, and so far we don't see any procedural problems. Now, he has not proceeded to get
He
out
wants
of
me to
optics
back
to
up
the
into
star.
that other plane and
I guess
go.
he's looking
I
through
think we can figure this out a little bit better than that.
When he says the star is not out there. Now, we can go back and check the numbers, but we think the numbers are right at this point.
So what you're saying is, if the proceeds to get auto optics, then it should have its star. You know what I'm saying? Capcom, why don't you recommend that to him?
Okay, Apollo 11, Houston, wondered if you have all the optics selected over.
You think your numbers are right?
That's affirmative.
Tommy?
Roger, looks like to us we need to proceed, Mike, to get the sextant pointed at the star over.
You monitoring this? Right, get my shaft.
Okay, stand by.
Go to that, and we're going to see it. Okay, well, it's coming down. Now, P23. Okay, either procedurally or his understanding of what he should be seeing. As far as we can determine, everything's looking good in the ground. So it sounds like it's something we got to brief the crew on.
Okay, I think he just forgot to hit proceed. He's got them up now, fine.
Okay. That 13 degrees is just what we're looking for. Hit flight FAL. Go FAL.
That 13-degree training angle that he got is just what we had. So it's all looking good.
That's a fair flight. That looks good. Capcom, give him some encouragement. Tell him it's looking
We're
great.
sort of in an impasse here. Oh, great.
He gets auto optics during the calibration thing, and he does not. He has to proceed past it.
Tell you what, it's probably easier for me to
reverse.
reverse.
The trunnion angles were exactly what we were computing on the ground over.
What in the world has he done now?
Okay, I'm going to trim up the attitude here. Give it a try.
Is there any possibility that could be what's giving him the problem?
No, can I reverse?
He didn't incorporate that trunnion bias, and it's real small. It shouldn't be bothered. No. I'm talking about soft state. We gave him back at around 5 hours and 10 minutes.
Well, apparently not.
That
It's
just
taking a while.
zeros the trunnion bias, and they did optics cal to start of this thing, and the bias came up .003, and they didn't incorporate it, and that shouldn't bother them at all. Okay? Agree on that?
Okay, you guys keep.
He's doing okay. He just has to convince himself. Now he's back at that point there. He just went to auto
How
optics
tight a
again.
turn can I make?
And it looks good. Okay.
Still on the tarmac.
It's just a case now he should look for that and see the stuff.
Oh no! Oh gosh, surrounded by these airliners. And they keep popping up. Better go quickly before another one shows up.
Okay, I have this star loud and clear now, Charlie, so I might as well do a bunch of marks on this one to get a good horizon count. Roger, stand by.
2 sets on this one.
You recommend 2 sets?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 6 marks.
It still looks like I'm far from the substellar point, however, I'm off quite a bit in roll.
Set 6 marks. Don't sweat the roll. Mark right where it's pointing.
Roger, we'd like you to mark right where it is now, Mike, and we'd like 2 sets of marks on this, over.
Okay, fine, but the reticle is not parallel to the horizon. I'd have to move off quite a bit in order to get it parallel to the
It
horizon.
doesn't have to be flight.
That seems to be the point we're going to have to brief him on. I'll come out and talk to you.
Apollo 11, Houston, our procedures guys are saying that the reticle does not have to be parallel, over.
Frank, FAL.
Go.
Well, then we're not at the substellar point if we're not.
Thing that we can talk to Mike about when this is all over with, and tell him how this works, and also explain to him why we're not using the normal P23 thing, keeping everything perpendicular and all that.
Will do.
Okay. And make it about 5 lines. I don't think it's very complicated. Okay.
Will do.
When he gets through with this, with 45 and things settle down a little bit, we'll lead up to
Excellent idea.
FAO experiments at once. Go. Say you wanted some kind of a recommendation on what to
No,
do.
we're trying to cool
after
ourselves
45.
as much as
Okay,
possible.
we're going to do 2 sets on 45. Then what do you want to do? I want to go back and do 2. Okay? We know he can get that one. And the reason I want to go back and do two is that MIT and I suspect that he didn't
ever go into the auto optics. And he's done that now. He's found the star. I think that's the problem with him. FAO, how do you feel on that?
Flight FAO.
Copy guidance's comment there?
Negative. I was being briefed on other routes.
Okay. Apparently they feel that he may not have been hitting his proceed and going to his auto optics prior to the time he was incorporating marks. You feel
Oh,
that's
I was
a
supposed to
possibility?
stop at some point, I suppose.
Negative. We think he just wasn't marking. He was sitting.
I think that's where I went around.
And kind of back out the horizon at that time. We've been watching and he's been proceeding. Right, except that last time.
Okay. We're going to have a meeting in P-23 very shortly.
Austin Tower.
Okay, as soon as we get PTC established, we'll talk about P-23.
Ready for north departure at runway 22 left.
Why does this not...
Flight FAO.
Airbus on final?
Now, there's a possibility that that's why he didn't leave 44.
Okay.
But on the other ones...
Well, it's hold short of the runway. This is right. I have to cross still. Anybody over there coming in? No? Alright. We'll hold short 22 left.
What do you want him to do about this one, everybody?
Houston, you copy that now, 49?
Roger, we see 11, stand by.
Or maybe there was somebody. Oh no, this guy was landing on 22 left, right.
Is the word still
Okay.
good? He's to accept them all and proceed through the marking scheme?
FAO, Capcom, I see I feel we might as well continue with the procedure of accepting the data and continuing with the marking scheme.
Flight FAO, that's what we've been saying.
Roger.
Press on and...
Apollo 11 Houston, we'd like you to accept this one and every mark thereafter, over.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I want tower, actually. I want to be able to go now. Why does it not show the last message automatically? I clearly have the wrong runway here. Nope. Well,
You
apparently
need me to wait it in the now 49 display for any length of time?
there's somebody else coming in.
Negative.
Okay.
Apparently I don't have a JetBlue livery. Ought to with the FSLTL package. It's my turn now, right, please? I can't even ask for permission to go now.
Flight FAO.
Okay, well, I think it's my
One thing that may
turn.
have caused a bit of this problem is that MIT and Math Physics has looked at today and they suspect that he marked on another star beside those two the first time out. And there's a star where the trunnion would show it to be in that case. Also, we do need 3 more marks on another star after 45 to get enough data for the problem of bigger than Delta H, so we recommend we go back and
22 left is just too
start
busy.
2 over again with 3 marks after we get to 6 marks on 45.
Okay, you want 3 marks and start 2. Now, what attitude?
We'll get those set.
Okay. That time we may be coming to some conclusion here in P-23.
Roger. That looks like a good one right there.
Yeah.
Okay, Charlie, I'm glad to give you as many of these as you like.
Roger, we'd like 6 marks on star 45, Mike, and then we'll probably go back to star 2 again. Stand by, we'll have further word on that.
Okay.
Flight procedures are ready with that playback. Okay, tag up with the other guys and roll out when they're ready. Let me know what channels you're looking at. Flight network. Go network. We got a report on the Goldstone TV when you have a chance to take it to. Come back to me in a couple minutes. I want to look at this playback, please. All right, sir.
Well, he seems to be getting smaller, Charlie. You sure you wouldn't like some more?
Stand by, Mike.
I think he's happy.
It's no trouble.
Roger, stand by, Al.
Oh, we didn't go over Boston. I should do that.
Right. Yeah, it looks like he's found something there. FAO's working it. Is 6 enough?
Six marks is all we need, Mike.
How many has he got now? FAO? 4. Okay.
He's marking stars.
4 with this one, or if he accepts
The
it,
audio?
or 3 with this one? 2 more.
Apollo 11, Houston, we'd like you to do 2 more on star 45, over.
Okay.
No, keep turning.
Flight FAO.
So FAO?
For star 2, we have some angles.
Okay. You want to give them to me?
This map isn't as good.
195.2.
Okay.
123.9. 340.0.
That's
And the
the
trunnion
plan
you
map.
should see is approximately 31.4.
Okay. 31.4.
Okay, and we do believe that he didn't.
Well, at least this
use
turns
the
with us.
star 02 the first time around on 02.
Okay.
And
Capcom, do you want to watch
Oh,
this
keep
with
turning.
FAO? I want to watch this playback on the operation.
Same on flight director too.
Yeah, hey, if you want to watch the separation.
All right,
from
Boston.
Channel 7, Capcom.
Okay.
Playing back the data.
I think he's
That was 3:17:10 was when they swapped.
FAO Capcom flight director.
About 2 minutes.
Okay, these angles you want him. I got all that on the angles and the trunnion that he should see.
Okay, Charlie, there's your 2 more marks. Where do you want to go from here?
Stand by. You want him to go to star 2 now and get 3 marks on star 2?
That's affirmative, Capcom. And you've got the roll pitch yaw, right? And also the trunnion.
I got all that fine.
Okay.
Hello, Apollo 11, Houston, we'd like you to go back to star number 2 with a attitude as
Well,
follows.
flying right over Boston International
Roll
again is probably not the best thing to do.
1952. Pitch 1, 2, 3.
Apparently, Marcus.
Yaw 3400. Mike, that'll give you a trunnion angle of about 31.4, over.
Okay, understand.
Time travel,
star
aliens.
number 2 and roll
Who knows?
195.2. Pitch 123.9er and yaw 340.0. Over.
That's affirmative. FAO Capcom flight director 2.
Go.
Hey Tom, what was that man him marking on the wrong star? Say that again.
I think it's definitely an indication of the existence of Kerbals myself.
Looking at the data, looking at the trunnion angle and all of that, and that was, and he wasn't indeed marking on 02. Okay. MIT and math physics both believe that to be the case.
Yeah, that also explains how come he got such.
Okay, we're gonna go high because there aren't many sites along this route. So I'm gonna need the pressurization.
I do. You think it'd be wise to pass it up?
I don't think it's really worth that much. Okay, well, let's see what he comes
They
out
might
with.
do the same thing over again. Well, let's watch the trunnion.
Okay, let's watch it and see what.
Right, right.
FAO Capcom Flight Director 2. Is this the last set of marks you want now?
That's perfect.
Okay.
To St. John's International.
Okay, did you get the right kind of trunnion angles?
Looks like 30.7 degrees.
Yeah, that's about right. That's close enough. You ought to be able to see it.
We're getting here in a minute. You can see from flight.
Oh, just wanted to get rid of the scroll walk thing.
You can see from flight.
Okay, Charlie, I'm there, and I got a trunnion angle of 30.5 degrees.
Well,
Again,
I'm probably gonna do some
considerably
geoguessr
low, and
during
I
this
do believe
flight.
that's important to getting good marks.
Stand by.
Experiment FAO. Go FAO. What, is that trunnion reasonable?
That trunnion is just about what we got.
Okay.
Hey, FAO, he's still concerned about his roll. I think we already have a story for him on that.
We're going to give him a story, but we'd like
If
him to
I'm
go
my
ahead and make these
reticle's
three
not
marks.
parallel, well, then I'm not marking normal to the horizon. I'm not marking at the substellar point. I'm marking off somewhere else.
Hey, Charlie, FAO, can we get
Stand by, 1 over.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, FAO.
Yeah, Charlie is Frank.
Yeah.
It's because of these phony numbers we gave him to make sure he doesn't get reflections on the limb. If we gave him a zero roll angle, then he'd have a nice symmetric horizon and everything would be perpendicular.
Okay.
And that's what makes it look funny, okay?
Okay.
And don't change the roll, the shaft angle in the optics. The CMC puts it in the right place.
Okay. Is this, why didn't we do this in the simulator then?
Because we didn't have the angle.
Okay.
Why didn't we do this in the
Apollo 11,
simulator?
Houston, the ground computed values for your shaft and trunnion are just what you're getting on a disky there, Mike. The horizon looks cocked off to you. You look like you're off in roll because of the angles that we gave you to maneuver to prevent the limb reflection from fouling up your optics. We feel like you should go ahead and mark on the star just as is, over.
If you see that the little Apollo in real-time window isn't advancing the time, that means I'm using a different tab in the browser, basically.
We will do that while they're eating.
That will happen when I do GeoGuessr.
Hey, Frank, this is Ken again.
Okay.
Copy.
In order to be academically precise, he would in fact have to have the reticle crosshairs tangential and perpendicular to the edge of the horizon he's marking on, wouldn't he?
No, sir. It's not as far as the computer is concerned, all right? It makes it nice if you have zero shaft. The trunnion you read, you as a crewman, it's exactly what the thing is measuring. But it doesn't care if it measures a shaft and trunnion angle. It has to come.
No, I'm not talking about shaft and trunnion. I'm talking about the crosshairs must be tangential and perpendicular to the arc of the horizon.
That was only designed to make it easier to find a substellar point. Okay? If you could roll around so that you could put the star, data plate back in, on that vertical line. But the computer will position it no matter where you are, what roll angle you have.
Okay, I guess I agree with Mike. You want to draw.
Oh, yeah.
Power down 49 for you.
That's great.
Leak signal strength are at a time.
Roger, stand by.
Nope, not the windshield wipers, just lights.
Look at that one.
Yeah, put it in.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, he doesn't have it right. This is a dump experiment, FAL. Negative. Go. You see that? Yeah, I see it. What do you want to do? Accept it. Yeah, but that's not reasonable. We've been accepting all these, get them down small, then we'll go to another one and it goes back to big. Now, something's wrong.
Okay, can we take the 3 and then we'll talk about it?
Let's just not talk about
Houston,
this.
we'd like to accept this one and give us 2 more, and that'll be enough. Over.
Okay.
Ecom from flight.
Go, Mike.
A while ago at shift change, we asked you if you had dumped the tape, okay, that had the transposition and docking data on it. Now, have we dumped that tape?
That's firm.
Okay, procedures, that tape has been dumped. Why are we not looking at the dumped tape rather than
Hi, Sheeps.
data that was recorded RF in the ground
We're
control
off to St. John's
for
International.
this playback?
No, well, first we have to get to Newfoundland. So flying
Because
from
we
Boston
didn't
to
have data at any
Newfoundland
flight.
first.
It was confirmed all the way across the board that we didn't have data.
It depends how fast we can do that before I can think about whether we do Iceland today or tomorrow.
Roger, what tape charge and get the right tape played back this time, please?
Or maybe even go straight to Ireland, I don't know.
This is Apollo Control at 8 hours, 8 minutes. Apollo 11 now, 38,812 nautical miles.
Apollo 11, Houston, we see your termination on P-23. Thank you very much. Mike, we're trying to work up a story here for you, and we'll be with you momentarily on an explanation of what's happening over.
Put in a call to the crew. We'll stand by.
Okay, Charlie, it just appears to me that you have to have the reticle tangent to the horizon at the point at which you mark, or else you're not at the substellar point. You're off laterally, and therefore you're measuring a larger trunnion angle than you should.
It seems so to me. Our procedures people are working on this, and we'll be back with you momentarily. Over.
Thanks, sir.
Guidance.
Is there still deflection on the flaps?
Go flight. We have all kinds of groups, I'm sure, working on what's happening in P23. I assume that you've got your group pulling together some kind of a summary for me? Right, flight. We're working on it. Okay, and then I'll pull both summaries together. Right. I assume that the MIT guys you got in the back room are talking to the crew procedures guys in the back room if they got any thoughts as well as to you? I assume they are, flight. I'll check to make sure. Okay, we ought to make sure they are.
That's affirmative, flight.
Okay.
It's all going to committee
Yeah, I
now.
was on flight director too, and we were discussing it. Ken's gone back there now to get the.
Okay, great.
Hey, I don't understand this flight plan here. This, PTC will be initiated after MCC1 or after MCC1 is scrubbed. Okay, it's scrubbed, and we're still on pad rest mat. Have we upliked him a PTC rest mat yet?
Not to my knowledge.
Flight FL. What we want to do now, as soon as things settle down a little bit, is go ahead and send him the PTC rest mat, let him maneuver to 000, do the P52 to the new rest mat, and go on and start PTC and press on.
Okay.
We ready to command?
Guidance?
Ground speed is past 300
I have
knots.
the load ready to go. You have the PTC
Could do with
rest mat
more.
ready to go, right?
More would be good.
Okay.
We're doing the whole boring water thing, which is why I'll probably do some geoguessr during this bit.
In the pool and go on standby. Guidance, are you ready to uplink here? Let me make sure everything's set up. Okay, I'm in flight control. Make sure the ground system's configured for uplinking. Why don't you get pool in except for us at his convenience?
So, Apollo 11 Houston, we'd like you to go to and accept. We'll have a PTC rest mat for you momentarily, over. Roger, go through and accept.
The PTC rest mat, which Capcom Charlie Duke just referred to as the passive thermal control attitude that the crew will place the spacecraft in. In this attitude, the spacecraft will be rotated at a rate of about 3 revolutions per hour to maintain the proper temperature balance.
Guidance AFD. Go ahead, Steve. Call flight. Right. I'm ready to go as load anytime.
He's ready.
He's ready for us? Okay. I'll pick up.
Well, that's cooler anyway.
Guidance from flight. Go flight. I happen to be monitoring your loop and heard your discussion with the flight activities officer. There's one thing that I'm not very clear on. With group flight, they can have computers. Okay, but wait a minute. You can tell on the computer's theirs, but before we go through the alignment, I'm just wondering if we should not run a drift check of some type on the platform, Gary. Well, the best way to run a drift check is do another P52 to their present rest mat. Okay, now, let me ask a question. Going through...
Hello, Apollo 11 Houston, we're through with the load. You can go back to block.
We had some concern about our gyro compensation parameters. So we got a concern because we had a rather, we had a torquing angle larger than expected that we were low. Okay, now going along with that, would it not be appropriate that either you or your factory room guys recommend we run a drift check somewhere along the line here to find out if we do have some problem in our platform? Okay, we talked this over with GNC, and he was requesting at the time that we waited the normal 4 hours before we did the PTC, that we do a P52 to try to get some kind of a drift check. Okay, but we're getting ready to go into PTC shortly, so if we're going to do anything, we'd better do it now. Fine, FAL. Go FAL.
It only takes 5 minutes to do an investment line now, and it's been a little, it's been
That's what I was looking to see how long it's
7 hours since we aligned the platform.
How long?
7 hours. We aligned it at 40 minutes.
Negative. We lined it just before we started all this.
Well, what I'm really trying to do is get some help from somebody in suggesting how we can clear up some of these items. Like GTC and guidance, or GNC and guidance and all of these.
Is GNC on the loop?
I assume so. GNC, you on the loop here? Affirmative.
Do you think we've had enough time to get a roughly good drift check if we go ahead and do a 52 the rest night?
No, not really. I don't think that's enough time. When was the last 52 you did? When was the last alignment you did?
Must have been around 106. 6 hours.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Around 5.5 hours, I think.
Okay, that's about 2.5 hours. Think you get some data out of it?
Oh, we could get some. I guess we'd have a lot more
Just sort of
confidence
waiting
if
until we get to our cruise altitude, or
something.
currently the cruise altitude of 25,000
Could
feet.
really,
Might go higher than that in the hope that we get better wind.
Okay, but you could, I guess the question is, wouldn't you want to try for like a course check first? Like, if you've got any drift discernible, should you not be able to pick it up in roughly 3 hours, and that's basically how long it's gone?
Well, I think you need more like 8 or 10 hours like, to really be confident.
Okay, well, what do you want to do?
In there.
What do you want to do?
If you'd like to do a drift check, we can take a look at the data. I don't think we'd want to take any action based on it. It'd be strictly an information type thing.
Okay, well, let's run a drift check. Okay? Guidance, will you and GNC figure out, work it up with FAO, and tell me what you want to do.
Okay. All you just need to do is a 52 to rest map prior to doing your 52 to preferred.
Okay, and this is for the purpose of?
Targeting itself how much it's drifted since the last time.
Well, looks like we have 3 hours of fuel, even though it says we have 4. Apparently I can't. Okay, maybe no.
What's this drift?
Okay. Alright, I just wanted a stopwatch. Oh, I think I have one on this side. I need the co-pilot's one. Anyway, that's fine too. So we are level at 25,000 feet, and I want to see how fast we can go. Not very fast. Not as fast as I would like. Right now, 331 knots ground speed. We are halfway between Boston and Nova Scotia.
GNC and guidance from flight.
The Starship story? Well, yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's because it got superseded by the fancy jet business jets.
Let's go right into P20C, aligned to our PTC ref map, and we'll pick it up sometime tomorrow. Flight FAO. Go FAO.
We
And those
do
were faster.
line prior to the P23s tomorrow, so we can compare the one we do tonight with the one we do in the morning and get a drift check.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It looks faster than it is.
You'll pick up another alignment tomorrow.
GNC is recommending that we wait till 12 hours if we do to get a good drift check today.
It looks like
and,
it should be going much
there's
faster.
nothing really wrong with doing that, except you have
400
hours
knots at
of
least.
No constant attitude.
I'd just soon get into the flight plan right now. Fly GNC. Go GNC. Okay, I guess our actual preference on that would be just to go ahead and get into PTC.
Managing an indicated airspeed of 215 at this altitude is not that good. I could push the engines, but then they're gonna get weird.
Okay, they have the PTC
And
rest
it
map,
keeps
correct?
track of that.
Let's have them aligned to the PTC rest map.
And start PTC?
Roger.
Flight FAO.
Go FAO.
They were concerned at
Yeah,
one time about
the cooling system, which we also have to keep track of.
New rest maps that are
Well,
considerably different.
Guess I don't have to
They
have
might
the
drive
nose
a simple
avionics
simple
blowers, but
And,
I can keep
to
them. Maybe,
avoid that
I don't know if we get better
000
performance with
is
them
the
off, but
course line. Okay.
we can turn those off for
Is
now.
that part of their normal procedures?
Well, that was
All
it's
sorts of
different for
little
different maneuvers, and the
fans
only
and
reason I mention it
lowers
is
and
because it
intakes
calls
for
out
them.
flight plan 12 hours rather than back up it as if we've done mid-course
LCD
one.
panels would have been good. Maybe analog instruments would have been fine too.
FAO, you say you want him to go to 000, then do the P50 to the preferred? Say again?
Do you understand why?
Yeah, with demo light, but the P52 is going to be an auto. It's going to be an auto maneuver to some stars. Suppose that it's not going to be 000.
Okay, but we have a star for, I think, Port 2 FAO. Go ahead. What stars are available in Flight Retro?
337 ground speed.
Retro, you calling flight?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
I got one of these abort plans.
Well, it is what it is.
Roger.
There's a whole slew of stars available, Charlie, as soon as he gets them.
Maybe I can go up a little bit more and maybe there's some taste of that jet stream up there.
Pipeline Sport 2 FAO. Go ahead. You guys having luck?
Flight network. Oh, network.
Let me take a look. Hang on.
On that TV at Goldstone. Okay, I'll be back in about 5. All right.
It can potentially get decently
FAO,
high.
Capcom, Flight Director 2. Go. It's what you're saying that you want him to do the P52 option 1 preferred as per flight plan at 12 hours.
That's affirmative.
And maneuver to 000.
To do that.
Now, what stars should he use? So he doesn't, so the dadgum thing doesn't give him a huge torquing angle that takes him through the gimbal lock.
He's getting those numbers right now, Charlie.
Okay.
About to send it, I hope.
FAO Flight Plan 1.
Go one.
Is this alignment going to be done at 12 hours, or are you going to do it earlier?
Right now.
We're going to do it right now as soon as we get some stars.
Okay. feel, FE2?
Couldn't go up, then they got up and couldn't mark these stars. Well, they can mark the stars, they just don't understand what some of the outputs from the computer, because you mark the stars and then the computer outputs some numbers, right?
2, 6, 3, 4, and 1.
3, 0, and 2, 4. Got it.
Wait a minute, start over again with the stars.
Not entirely clear where they should trust certain things or not.
Okay.
Hello, Apollo 11, Houston. We'd like you to do a P-52 option 1 preferred and establish PTC as listed in the flight plan at 12 hours. We'd like you to commence that right now, Mike. And we have some stars recommended for you for stars 26, 30, and 24 when you get to attitude 000, over.
Yeah, a lot of big hassles getting the antennas pointed at Earth properly, and then related marking these stars.
Okay, Charlie, it's off the list right now. We understand you're ready for us to do a P-52 option 1. 11, it's a P-52 option 1 preferred, over.
P-52 is updating the orientation matrix in the computer.
What else? Roger,
And
stars.
that's what the stars are
codes
for.
Stars 26, 30, and 24, over. 24, okay.
The ground is suggesting stars that are already gonna be in view and not blocked by the LEM or stuff like that. Okay, 29,000 feet. Still don't see Nova Scotia yet.
Flight deck.
There's sort of a haziness up front, nothing definitely land. Indicated airspeed just keeps going down. There's no reprieve from the slowness based on altitude, that's for sure. Yeah, I am getting a little tailwind. Very little. I would like more tailwind. I'm getting 24 knots. Well, as we level off here at 31,000 feet, we'll see
Flight playbacks on channel 23.
what we can get to.
Roger.
Engine torque load. Well, we don't have a whole lot of room. Torque is something. If I try and increase the engine power, it causes problems for the temp. We don't want the temp in yellow. If I decrease the propeller RPM, we can get into this green zone. Yeah, the ITT is nearly maxed. Yeah, the combo gauge is a little bit interesting. But it's not as bad as the combo gauge on the altimeter. The altimeter has the vertical speed indicator baked in. Do you see the little dash, one below and one above? That's the vertical speed indicator. That is really annoying. I really, when I'm zoomed out, I can't really see that very well. I'm trying to fly to the temperature, yeah. That sucks especially. And yeah, there's not a whole lot of room on the RPM either. I could go up to 1700 on the prop. I assume that's RPM. Or down to 1600. Neither is going to be revolutionary, really. I think 1700 is, or close to 1700 is marginally better. Yeah, I know, that's why I was lower. I was at 1600, but in theory that little green zone is probably where I want to be. But, well, it's certainly not accelerating much. If I go to a higher RPM, well, you know, I push things as far as possible. Yeah, the higher RPM does seem to make me accelerate a tiny bit. Usually, well, it's worse for cruise efficiency. But if I just want speed, it does cause more drag. But we're relatively higher up. We're at 31,000 feet, so, and it doesn't seem like the RPM is that fast. So, net, it seems like I'm getting more speed for it. So.
Okay, MIT's asking right now to, recording of all that data we got from the P23 to look at.
How the heck the instrument panel gets to 106 when the avionics bay is at 75 and the cabin is 72, honestly. But I guess I should turn on this alternate blower just in case, after all. Hopefully that'll get cooler again.
Okay, flight controllers for your info. The playback of the CD&E is now on channel 20.
Okay, see you, D-Siski. Enjoy the dad stuff. It's getting dark in here, yeah?
This is flight, still flight. Did he run his P-52, option 1, the PTC rest match yet? He did flight. He
Yes,
got in
that's
there.
the highest that can go.
Alarm 401.
I seem to be pouring on all the power I can into the lights.
401 is the, to look at the star, you have to look at gimbal lock. His attitude of maneuvers is with gimbal lock. I tried to come to you.
Well, ground speed 343 is what we can get.
I don't know why he actually didn't maneuver his spacecraft a little bit. Flight uphill, go uphill. The Capcom told him that
Somewhere in front of us is Nova
12 hours
Scotia.
to do this, and instead of do this,
Still has not appeared yet,
Do it
though.
000, and then we gave him some stars, and he proceeded to use those in the P-23 attitudes, which
Okay, didn't go to
resulted in
0 is what you
alarm.
said. Okay.
Apollo 11, Houston, we noticed your program alarm, Mike, was due to using these stars in a P-23 attitude. If you will go to 000, the stars we gave you will work, over. Okay, understand.
FAO guys, spoke to that.
Flight procedures.
Go procedures.
Okay, they got to change tapes now because there was a long dump and it was on 2 tapes.
Okay. Okay, all flight controllers, he's back in his alignment program here. Let's monitor him as he goes through his P-52 here. Flight, Fido. Go, Fido. Okay, Gene, I would recommend that we update the state vectors before they go to sleep tonight. The one he has now is pretty bad, and the one that he's transferred into the LEM slot was based on integrating through TLI, evasive, and all that. And it's not terribly bad, but it's sure not as good as the one we have now based on tracking. Okay.
Alright, it's time to break out the GeoGuessr. I only have like less than a month left. Let me see, how long do I have?
66 at all. That's affirmative. Let me check with guidance to make sure that's the agreed upon procedure.
I have until August 7th. So I might as well use it. We are going to do UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Sounds easy, only 1,000 locations.
Can we just go ahead and update him prior to the P-52?
I sure don't know all the UNESCO World Heritage Sites.
You got that alarm again.
So for me, the plane is on one screen and the GeoGuessr is on the
Have you
other.
got the...
I might not be able to see comments while I'm playing the GeoGuessr,
Not right now, but I think
but there aren't that many
okay, well, let's get
comments.
one built. Okay.
So
Playback day is back online, flying.
Okay.
I'm not gonna have any time limit or anything. Might as well allow moving. It's a very definite site, so. Okay, well. Guadalupe, Parador. Sort of feels Arabian kind of thing, but that's obviously Spanish. Does it say what it is on the door? Administración Lottery though. Maison Isabel. Well, Guadalupe. I heard a suspicious sound, so I decided to check the plane. That's one reason I don't want a time limit, is I think it's just their music is making that funny sound.
Flight guide. Okay. Okay, we have a loadout side flight. Okay, now the procedure, go back over it again. We'll uplink it to the CMC slots, and he'll transfer it over to the left slot of verb 66, right? Right, flight. Is that per your understanding of the agreements, Captain? That's firm. Okay. Why don't you advise the crew prior to the time...
I don't recognize the actual site, but I'm guessing Spain, right?
Vector, please.
Is there a Guadalupe in Spain itself?
Hello, Apollo 11, Houston. Prior to you starting your P-52, we'd like to give you a new CSM state vector, over.
Roger.
When we finish the maneuver, and we'll give you the distance.
Roger, we're standing by.
It could be Mexico or practically anywhere in Latin America, but I don't think those license plates are from Latin America. Well, definitely not in the middle there. Let's say yes. Okay, close. Oh, there is a Guadalupe there. Gosh darn it. I knew I was looking for Guadalupe, I just didn't see it.
Flight guide.
Okay.
I think we better wait till after P-52. I just remembered if we load this vector, then...
Oh, right. Well...
It uses the same location when you're loading. We'd have to put in the state vector and then reload the rest now.
Let's see.
So what you're saying is now that you don't want to load the state vector.
Okay.
Right. The rest mat and where the state vector goes into state bus, temporary storage area, shares the state vector.
Once again, it seems to be Spanish, right?
That state vector, Capcom. Oh, we can go ahead and uplink the state vector and then uplink the rest mat again. Why don't we do that? Wouldn't that be... You got your rest mat handy again? Yeah. You got that load handy? Yeah. It all works. Okay, we'll get it all cleaned up. Okay. Now just clean the whole thing up, we'll be through with it. Okay.
Battenberg? Residence P. Juan de Bourbon y Battenberg. Huh. Well, we have a location, but I don't know exactly what to make of it. Well, I don't see anything matching that, but well, let's see. Ooh, fantastic guess. Oh, it's right at Madrid. Lorenzo. Well, there's no Battenberg clear here, but so it's this Escalanial del Escorial, but where's this? Oh, the road? The road seems to have a Battenberg thing going, but I don't know. It sort of hides itself. There's no town or anything. Oh, they said fantastic guess, but it's actually further away than the previous one.
Flight retro.
Go retro.
You got a minute to...
Yeah, let me find
Uh-oh,
out what the
there's
status
a
is
UNESCO
with
World
TV
Heritage
problem in
site?
Goldstone, since you remind me. Network.
We clearly got all the easy ones.
In checking at Goldstone flight, they found a shorted hatch cord.
A World Heritage
that,
stream?
And we lost the TV. The recorder is after the patch cord. Okay, and as you know, Mala got good TV, but they don't have a converter down there, so we can't play it back from them. So we've just lost that transmission. Now tomorrow,
Sort of tarp on the side
we're
there.
on the Mars station, and that particular antenna has a capability
there's
of
something
planting into
on
the front
there.
end of the antenna through the preamp. Check out the whole string. Our test, where we insert the test pattern on the wing station, our prime station 91, is after the shorted patch cord. That's the way it was designed. Not due to a check, is it? It's not a complete check, that's right. Okay.
Thought there was
Yeah,
something
you're
hanging up there.
honest to God, positively sure that everything was, data you got down a mile was good. Yes, sir. Okay.
Or maybe I was wrong.
Did you copy that, Econ?
That's fine, flight.
Okay, John.
Well, this bit is sort of paved. Okay, we've got some hiking people there.
Flight, huh?
Go ahead, Econ.
Yeah, I'm going to add one thing to that. Texas saw the FM, but they were set up to do like a DSB film. They saw the modulation.
Chinese?
They couldn't lock on it. And
Or
looking
Japanese?
Back, they were trying to lock on it from a DSB standpoint. So they don't have a scanning converter either, so that I think takes care of
Huh.
Texas too.
Okay.
Bunch of older people hiking it. This wouldn't be a Mount Fuji thing. Those are pretty clear trails. Somewhere like here? Ah, all the way up there. Beach Forest Trail. Anmon Falls. Okay. Well, we're over Nova Scotia as far as the plane is concerned.
CNC from flight. CNC. Through
Just
here, playback now
briefly
from Goldstone, or wherever it was you got that dump tape from. That's
show
where we
Nova
fly
Scotia.
by. See anything interesting, unusual?
Lots of
Did we
lakes.
get analog recordings?
Not much else,
Further, we
mostly
got
green.
recordings. We saw nothing at all unusual.
Ground speed 344.
Based on what was
Still
able to
pretty
come up
much
with
on
so far,
track.
the one explanation of what happened on the maneuver still is that the crew missed one of the proceeds required to keep the auto maneuver enabled.
Okay, back to GeoGuessr.
That's what happened there. Well, we can't verify
Yes,
it
bring
because we
back
can't see the
GeoGuessr.
proceeds, but
So we have this.
however, the crew, I guess, did report they had to hit proceed an extra time to make it continue.
My instinct is that this is Indian or in Pakistan.
If I remember right, I remember seeing that in one of the anomaly reports. Was that LGC? Have you checked that back with Span? No, I haven't.
Palm
They've had problems
trees.
with that button.
Could be
Capcom says it
the
was
Middle
LTC. Why
East.
don't you run it back through the Cape testing?
Could be the Middle East. But the red is sort of like... I would think India. Oh, there was a guy there. Maybe. What's this one? Can we go up? Oh, we can go inside. Okay. We have ascended. Nowhere are there signs. That is Jewish? Wait a sec. Or do more people use the Star of David than I thought? Huh. There's well, there's a lot of Star of Davids. I need to just ask this question. Do Muslims use the Star of David? I don't even know. Well, they found a new sound. It is used in some Islamic contexts.
Apollo 11, Houston, go ahead, over. Roger, the disc is yours. Roger, stand by.
We're ready for the load.
Guidance. Computer yours.
Okay, we don't have data.
Most of the old and great mosques in Turkey have it carved to their walls and domes.
Stand by. You done? They're gonna get us some hydro.
Commonly used in Anatolia.
High gains now, reflection. We have to pitch up to get a good antenna.
Gee, I don't want to have to make another maneuver.
So it could be a synagogue, but the architecture doesn't suggest that. So I'm gonna say Turkey.
I'll put in the state vector and re-input the wrist there.
Let's see.
He has to do the verb 66.
Nope, it was India.
Why?
But what exactly in India, I wonder?
Okay.
Humayun's tomb. Okay, what was a Humayun? Persian architects. Well, certainly UNESCO World Heritage Site. It was the first structure to use red sandstone at such a scale. Well, I knew I was seeing red sandstone, but, you know. Second Mughal Emperor. After Babur. Okay. So, not a synagogue, not a mosque, a tomb. Well, that was rough. Well, this is the Great Wall of China, isn't it? Must be. But that's big. There are different parts of that. Could be a different wall, but I feel like chances are. Now, the best parts of the wall are probably just north of Beijing. So that's what I'm gonna go for. 30 miles off. It's actually over here. Okay. That tomb got me.
How you doing?
Well, this is like Southeast
I
Asia.
got the state back there, and I'll put the rest back.
They have a lot of
Okay.
little structures all over the place. Big old river kind of thing. Are we in Cambodia? Oh, it could be this lake, even. Or those. Could be Thailand too, though. We gotta go with Cambodia. Oh, that's not a nice guess. It's Burma or Myanmar. Gosh, if this Flight Sim definitely does not do Myanmar justice, because that's a lot of notable like palaces and temples and such in a small area. We could clearly, there's a pagoda number 1686 and another pagoda. There's a bunch of pagodas and a sanctuary resort, temples, palaces, a gate. We need all those. See, if it's not in Flight Sim, how am I supposed to know they exist? This person is really thin. There's another Southeast Asian deal. Kelwar. Well, I don't know my languages well enough to figure out which language that is. But it's written in Latin text,
Roger.
which is interesting. That's one of those lion thingies. Singapore or Malaysia, then? Let me say just Kuala Lumpur. Oh no, it's Indonesia. It's not a nice guess. There's a horrible sense of what a nice guess would be. So, is this not the Sahara Desert? It's not the Grand Canyon, right? I mean, the Grand Canyon doesn't look like this. I can't move around. It's alright for you guys to have ideas. I don't mind help.
Guidance, how you doing? Flight guidance, we got one line in and there. I'm correcting
It's no fair
it now.
giving me one
Okay.
where I can't move around or
This is Apollo Control at 8 hours,
find
59 minutes
people
into the
or
flight of
words or
Apollo
something.
11. The spacecraft altitude is currently reading 42,753
I don't know, I'm gonna
miles,
say Egypt
and we show
somewhere.
a velocity of about 9,100 feet per second.
Oh, it was Egypt.
We are in the process now of uplinking
not the right part
to
of
the
Egypt.
spacecraft the attitude for the passive thermal control mode.
Huh.
Under this mode, the spacecraft will be rotated
Can't move around again.
about its x-axis at a rate of about 3
This is some sort of
revolutions per hour
excavation.
to maintain proper temperature balance within the spacecraft.
Green.
The crew has completed the
But that's just reflecting the
mid-course
stuff at the
navigation
top, or what?
exercise. They will shortly be aligning the
Really, must be
spacecraft
really old.
stable platform used as an attitude reference in the guidance system. This is a routine procedure. And following that,
I'm gonna
the
go with
spacecraft will be
Turkey
placed in
because
the
that has
passive thermal
among the
control
older
mode,
things.
where normally it would be left during the sleep period.
Oh no, it's China. Well, that has other older
The cabin
things too.
temperature in the command module has been running between 65 and
Okay.
70 degrees. The current spacecraft weight is 96,460
Well, that
pounds.
person got chopped off.
We had a little trouble there. Right.
Well,
Okay, what is
no
it now?
climbing.
You want him a verb 66?
Right, he needs verb 66. Okay.
I guess I must have
Apollo
not
11 Houston,
done
you can do the Verb 66, the computer is yours, and then the P-52 option 1 for
movement
vertical.
on this one because
Roger.
That point to start with, he feels they might make.
I wish I could read how they translated that, but it looks like China.
That sounds like a good idea.
So now it's we're in
We'll get
China.
the printout slide of that data for that period of time, D-log out of the RTCC for MIT to look at.
Probably safest to go close to Shanghai.
And
Well, or Beijing.
looks like that's going to be our thing.
Safest either close to Beijing or China or Shanghai. Well, that was a bad round. I had moving, but they didn't let me move in that one. All right, we should get back to the plane.
Flight Southbound.
Go southbound.
Yeah, would you like the data on the heater current now?
Yeah, you can give it to me.
Okay.
We are still over Nova Scotia. That has not changed. At this point, we are approaching Halifax. There are sites in Halifax. They have points of interest at Halifax. But I don't want to go down there and take a look at them.
Got a 15% steady cycle on the IMU.
And fire.
We'll do more sightseeing in Europe.
Go ahead.
24% on the landing radar. With variations up to 50%.
We're 1 hour and 8 minutes into this flight.
That's about it. The rest of the heaters are hard to pick out.
You know, given 2 or 3 parameters, you guys might be able to create a
I
hobby
loaded
shop all by
about
yourself.
224 gallons.
Flight at 15% is exactly what we had on camp also.
Yeah. Good Lord, we even got a control.
I need to know how much I
Right.
can
2 guys and 1
count on the
parameter.
plane.
Gonna make a lot.
how much range I can really get out of it, given the way I fly it, in order to decide whether I'm going for Iceland or Ireland next time.
Econ from flight? I think you owe me a cryo plan somewhere along the line here.
Okay, all 4 tank heaters.
We're currently a little less than 500 nautical miles away from our destination, which is St. John's International in Newfoundland. And so we're talking about an hour and 20 minutes to there. And that's Halifax down
And
there.
all fans off.
Thanks. Chris, we'll spur up the priority one, please. Yep. Flight plan.
Okay, what are we going to do in our waste management? Yeah.
Just go close.
Isn't there some magic memo you got out of... all
There
these
is also the
guys?
matter that we'll be flying
We're
at
gonna
night
get
for
down
the next
to
one,
a,
probably too.
100%.
Okay, back to
Land
GeoGuessr.
atmosphere, I'm trying to remember what it was. I sent the curve for you.
Well, we close the valve now, and then read the Delta P.
Okay.
In the morning,
Oh, isn't that... I still said moving,
Okay.
but
based on the decay in the lamp.
does that have spikes up there?
Right, that was going the wrong direction.
Wasn't there one like in Italy like this? No, but this is definitely not that one. This is clearly in the Middle East. But that's English. I don't recognize that flag. There's a cart there. We've got Latin scripts. There's a wall all around. Can't read that. Well, I mean, clearly Muslim stuff going on. But is it the Middle East or is it India? Well, I missed on India last time. I'll try India this time because of the English. It's where? It's in Kazakhstan. Well, I wouldn't have guessed Kazakhstan. So, yeah. Okay, that's Kazakhstan, everyone. I guess it wasn't English. It looked vaguely like Latin script, but I guess it might have been Cyrillic. Well, this is a mountain. Pretty barren. I specifically asked for moving and they won't let me move.
Okay.
It's basically the highest point around. Oh. Some of that looks like Latin script, some of it looks like Chinese. There's sort of a path there. I'm gonna go with China. Okay, close. What is it? Well, somewhere around there is apparently a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Guidance, flight.
Well, that's a little cottage kind of thing.
Go flight. Let me know when you see the P-52, will you? Right, you will fly.
Very green. Well, we can move. Well, that's sort of interesting. Middle of some gardens here. Well, there's a sign. Oh, but we passed the sign. It's the closest we can get. Well, that's Cyrillic. Wait here after purchasing tickets, though. We've got English down there. For admission and lecture. Well, that's a ghostly face right there, somehow. Okay. I'm gonna guess.
The PTC initiation, we would recommend using Alpha and Delta quad. Set off Bravo China.
Let's just guess somewhere around Moscow. Oh no, it's Bulgaria. It's not a nice guess. How dare you? It's Bulgaria. Sofia. Oh, right. Where are we? Domes. Geometric things. Can't read that. We can't move around. Not that many people. Well, can't read any of that. Could be like, I imagine that Hagia Sophia is much bigger, but I'm not sure. Or it could be something in Italy, but Italy would have, well, I mean, they've got those heads though. Can't quite read that, but it's Latin. I'm gonna go with Italy. And it's safest to be somewhere around Rome. Okay, it's actually Ravenna. Basilica de San Vital. Well, that's China. You can't move around. I've got venture, it's southern somewhere. Okay, well, Sichuan. All right, one more. UNESCO World Heritage Sites. UNICEF, huh? What script is that?
At 9 hours and 13 minutes into the flight of Apollo 11. Based on biomedical data,
I don't know that script at all.
reports it appears the crew removed their pressure garments, their pressure suits, at about 8 p.m. for the commander, Neil Armstrong, and command module pilot Mike Collins. Lunar module pilot Buzz Aldrin apparently got out of his pressure suit about 1 hour earlier, or about 7 hours ground elapsed time. The spacecraft is currently 44,529 nautical miles.
So much rattling? Well, but that's the main thing, so... I can't actually turn it down. I can only turn down the browser. Unfortunately, one flaw of Apollo in real time is that it doesn't... they also say that there's noise, but it's just on and off on the sound.
Reestablished better flying. And we'll record any conversations that occur in the interim at 9 hours.
Anyway, does anybody... I can't even recognize the flags, really. But I'm guessing, given the people around, that we're talking about Africa. And there's probably plenty of scripts that I don't know about in Africa. This is a World Heritage Site? I guess it's that thing? Let's say here. Oh, Ethiopia. Oh, okay. a road.
Too bad if we got all set up in PTC.
Guess I should go down.
Why, I want to confirm that you do want to try to get a vector and reproduce this B-23 stuff on a simulator. Yeah, I think it'd be a darn good idea. I think it's a good opportunity to start using some of these simulators for helping us debug what went wrong.
Whoop, back
The
up
reason
there.
I ask is we're going to have to get some people in to get a vector.
Why that sign?
Let's get a D-log
What
on
kind of places?
reconstruct. Is there no easier way?
That's probably Europe, right?
Flight computer suit, can I interrupt this conversation, please? Sure, please do. I think we can do that job for Jerry without having to call in anybody else. We have a select that set that job up and execute it and get protected. Okay. I'd sure appreciate it down there because I don't see anybody who's got any ready solutions to what happened in P-23. Yes, sir. The only thing I can't do right now is give you a firm estimate on the time it'll take for us to do it, but it won't be an awful long. Okay. Well, play it by ear down there. Okay. Hello, Apollo 11, Houston, do you read over?
Still don't know where exactly, but I'm guessing some northern Italy. Okay. Or southern France. Fine. Lighthouse. Pretty empty. Just the lighthouse there. Sandy. That doesn't give me a whole lot. I mean, maybe the only famous lighthouse is Alexandria. No, it's France. France. I didn't realize it was so sandy there. Okay. That's a lot of tents. That doesn't give me a whole lot of information. I mean, there's mountains. And it's a pack of people going together. I'm gonna guess somewhere in the Himalayas then. Nepal. Nope, not even close. It's actually Uganda. It's at the Rift Valley.
Hello, Apollo 11, Houston. If you read this attitude, 000 is pretty bad for our comm. In fact, we've lost all data with you and unreadable on the voice. Recommend you do the P-52
More mountains.
option 1 preferred.
Well, fine. I'll go to Africa and then we'll see.
Roger, 11. We copy. Recommended you go to
No,
P-52
now it's
option 1
there.
preferred, and then go to PTC.
I don't even know what. I mean, it's part of Russia,
When you get
but
there to PTC
barely.
There'll be pitch 90, yaw 0
The
on
Luka
I-gain, over.
Mountain. Oh, that was a whole round. Okay.
Like they realize the problem. Okay.
Back over here. It's still Nova Scotia. Okay, well, I'll mute them for a bit. Just to save our ears, I'll mute them for a bit. It seems like they regain comms in about 2 minutes. We'll listen to them then. I don't know what quality it'll be, but... Well, it says, if you take a look at the transcript, It says, Collins says Houston, Apollo 11 over, and then Mission Control says Roger 11, you're about 1 by. We want them more like 5 by. When are they? 4 by. They're at 4 by in a little bit. That's probably safer. Loud and clear is even better. What I want to do during some of these flights is to discuss the future history that I was working on, but not well organized right now to do that. We're about 1 hour away from St. John's. We're going at 347 knots ground speed right now. Probably got more than 2 hours worth of fuel. But will this mean that I can make a continuous flight from St. John's to Ireland? I don't know. (1,700 nautical miles). Okay, we'll try to restore the Apollo 11 audio. Okay, maybe not. Wait a little bit longer.
Houston, Apollo 11 over. Roger 11, reading you about 4 by me over.
That's 4 by?
We pitched down some to get a better comm attitude. Roger, you copy recommendation on proceeding with the P-52, Mike, over. Negative, we didn't. That didn't work. I'm sorry, let's use this. Roger.
Control, flight.
Go flight.
I'd like to give your span guys in the back room another item to work on.
Roger, go ahead, flight.
Okay, in the checklist. Back on ping 64, landing radar self-test. Okay, if you remember, we eliminated the gimbal trim check, primarily because we didn't want to stroke the doggone gimbals from side to side and possibly get up in a hard over position and not be able to complete the descent. Okay? I notice it's been brought to my attention that we're doing the same thing with the landing radar. During the landing radar self-test, we stroke it from position 1 to position 2 and back to 1 and do other good things. I'd like the span's appraisal as whether they think that's a good thing to do.
Roger.
Okay, and that's ping 64. Step. In fact, there's several steps in there. The entire procedure.
Okay.
I think for the same reason, if it's in position 1, it might be worthwhile to leave it in position 1.
Okay.
Torquing is a whole other thing when it comes to Apollo 11. When they talk about torque, they're talking about their communications. Their torquing angles. I don't know why exactly that's what they call it. Oh, I'm gonna stretch a little bit.
Guidance, you monitoring as P52 again? That's firm flight. Okay. Looks like he's taking his marks now, isn't he? Capcom flight. Charlie, if we're going to vote for you to fly one of these things, you're going to have to say something once in a while. Flight guide. You know, I think we ought to run a pot to find out how long it's going to be between words from Neil. Oh, he's already said something. When? When Mike was off the loop. Yeah, he said, Roger, we'll do that. He copied the stars and, how many hours ago is that? No, it's about 20 minutes. Is that right? I missed it. I've been waiting for that. I seriously have logged in there the last time I heard words from him. Well, what do you want me to bug him with? Flight guide. Go, guidance. He just reselected P-52. He went through there the first time and had a large star angle difference and exited and started over. Had a star angle difference of 0.76.
Hello, Sheeps. I was just stretching. We are still in Canada, technically, yes. And we are currently at the conclusion of Nova Scotia. So that's the end of Nova Scotia, and then we'll be on to Newfoundland. We are 300 nautical miles away from Newfoundland. Well, our particular destination in Newfoundland. Could tweak our course a little bit. So a little less than an hour. Didn't mean to hit that. Apollo 11 is being very quiet. My throat's getting sore. So I'm definitely not going to cross the Atlantic today. I'll do that tomorrow. From Newfoundland to Iceland is the easy one. That one it can certainly do. That's about 1,400 nautical miles. I would prefer to go directly to Ireland. That's the harder one. And that's 1,700 nautical miles.
Guidance is back in the pool again. Flight guide. Go, guidance. He's exited twice more now. He's getting alarm 407, which means he's asking for a trunnion bigger than 50 degrees. Seems to be having trouble getting a start. Back in P-52 again. Okay. Capcom, guidance, and FAO, will you get all your backroom supporters to watch this P-52 and let's see if we can figure out what's going on.
They have to figure out what's up with the reference matrix, which
FAO,
determines the orientation
this?
of the
How about you, guidance?
Now let me do a little bit of math, maybe. So in theory, at the very most, we have about 5.5 hours worth of fuel.
Go, guidance. Yeah, he just got a good star angle difference. He just got a good star angle difference, sir. Right. Okay. In large star here.
Houston, follow up. Go ahead, 11 over. Roger, copy. Right, torquing angles. We're about to torque them. Roger, stand by.
Roger, we got him.
Right, the reason for the delay there, Charlie, is that it's difficult to find two stars that are not occulted by the limb and also are not in the midst of a man-made star field up here with
36 minutes into the flight of Apollo 11.
Roger, we copy.
The mission continuing to go smoothly at this point. The communications
You want your torcos?
Yeah,
noise that we were experiencing previously cleared up after the crew was able to
Featureless
get the
water.
spacecraft in a good attitude.
Hello, Apollo 11, Houston.
Antenna
You can
lock on.
report to now 93 over.
And we had
Okay.
one brief
Not so
conversation,
interesting.
which we taped. We're presently communicating with the crew at this time. We'll pick up the tape and then continue to follow live conversation.
What is your star angle difference from the last one? 0.01. 0.01. It's real good.
Is adjusting the VOR for the one at St. John's. We're not in range of it yet, that's for sure. But not too long now. Well, let me continue learning about the World Heritage Sites.
That brings us up to date with the taped conversation that we had. We'll continue to stand by for any live
Oh.
communications with the spacecraft.
Sort of
Most of that
reddish,
conversation with Mike Collins involved the platform
yellowing.
alignment
Huh.
that the crew is involved in at the present time, aligning the
Seems
stable
Chinese to
platform
me,
used
built
by the guidance
with a
system
rock right
as
there.
an attitude reference.
Interesting.
Apollo 11 is presently
Sort of definitely a river valley.
46,688 nautical miles from Earth, and the velocity is 8,750 feet per second.
Tempted to just go with Sichuan again. Well, that's not a great guess. Gone from over here, but alright. Tattoo! Carre. 32 Tattoo. Very 32 Tattoo. Apparently, 32 Tattoo is very famous. 32 Tattoo is World Heritage Site. I mean, Heinz Tattoo.
When they were playing back all that good DD&E data, did
There's a
you
lot of
verify
English,
that
but then there's a
Iowa
lot.
Wildlife
There's
was
other
due to
languages too.
certification?
So, established in 1997, though.
check ECS. He was one.
There's an X in the
Okay,
doorway.
Houston, that completes the P-52. We verified the third star with Antares, and
You can go
the
inside.
auto-optics are pointing at it pretty closely. How do our platform drift angles look so far, Charlie?
Semi. We can't give me anything, can we?
Now, tell them we're going to run a drift check from this alignment now until the next one tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, Apollo 11, Houston, we didn't have a chance to get a drift
We
check
can
for
go
you.
deeper.
We're going to run a drift check from this alignment till the next one, approximately 12 hours, and we'll have something for you later, over.
Okay.
Where would there be a World Heritage Site tattoo parlor?
Like, we want to go PTC now? Flight Capcom.
Go ahead, Capcom.
Right, we want to go PTC.
Gotta
Yeah, I see no reason
believe
not to,
LA, right? I mean,
Telcom, excuse me, GNC and ECOM. Are you
Like
ready
Long
to go
Beach
in
or
your
something?
PTC attitude? Ready here, flight?
no, it's actually
Okay,
France.
guidance.
It's
We're
Switzerland.
going,
It's in
passive
Switzerland.
thermal control.
So there was a little bit of German and that was real, and it's burned.
Apollo 11, Houston,
And it's
we'd like you to
not even like a
establish your
surfing
PTC.
place.
We recommend you
Crazy.
select quads Alpha and Delta, over.
Okay, well, this is more like what I think of when I think of World Heritage Sites. Dégustation, Bohème Bourgeois, very bourgeois. Hotel Elisa.
Alpha and Delta, quad.
Well, it's very
That's
French.
affirmative.
This is really French. And then there's a cross there. Hold on, there's a sign there, but I can't read it. The girls are all right. World premiere. Well, that says Spain there. There's very, very French. So, but then there's that. What? Hotel St. Petersburg. I'm confused. Okay, well now there's Cyrillic. St. Petersburg, St. Petersburg. Now, the Russians were into French stuff at a certain point. There's this kind of train. Fun Rides Tech. It's not really a train, it's a car shaped like a train. Glamour. Versace. This is a very eclectic place. Aristocrat, yeah, something like that. Well, t-shirt with event crew. Well, we'll run with it. I'm guessing the actual St. Petersburg is way up there. Some of this I don't know. I think it's fooling me. That's not a great guess. Oh, okay, it's actually here in Czechia. Rough, man. Not Russia. Well, I wasn't thinking. Yeah, it wasn't Russia, but I leaned too much. It was Czechia, in fact. Okay, we're in the middle of a river. There's this one guy. I'm just gonna keep going down until I see something.
FAO flight. Still fine. Okay, we're going into PTC shortly, and looking over the flight plan, it doesn't look like there's much more the crew has to do.
Lots
prior
of
to
reeds
the,
and such.
Part of their sleep period, so you might start checking around and see if there's anything that would prevent them from stacking out early, if that's what their desire is. Roger. Okay, all flight controllers, you might do the same thing, since we're not going to
Pretty
make
straight,
a
like
mid-course
it's
correction here.
artificial.
We're starting to move into the PTC attitude and establish the PTC. You might make sure, check any open items in your area, because the crew may come up and ask to go to sleep early.
Huh. Okay. Northern Hemisphere? Well, okay, yeah, I was going for Northern Hemisphere too. But that's too much. This guy might just be the photographer, so we can't base anything off of him. It's very straight. So what's going on here? I don't know, I'm just gonna go with like Amsterdam, or Netherlands or something. No, it's Romania. In this area here, close to the outflow of the Danube. Okay. Well, this at least looks like a World Heritage Site. Places carved into cliff faces like that. I mean, where I think of Petra when I see this sort of thing. So, I'm just gonna go with that. So, somewhere in Syria. No, it's India even. That's horrible. Okay, back to the plane for a bit. Okay, everything seems stable still. We have not picked up the VOR. We're still more than 200 nautical miles away. I would really like to land before the sun sets, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Okay, back to GeoGuessr. Clearly I need more practice. Okay, those are steps apparently. Where would you have this sort of thing? No, I can't move around. We haven't had any America. I'm just gonna go for the Rocky Mountains and hope. Nope, it's Madagascar. Well, I only know about one thing in Madagascar. And those rocks are not it. But now I know. 0 points for that. Calzado. Feel like some letters might be missing there, but huh. Well, Latin America kind of thing, maybe? Not much space to walk around in.
Yeah, I'd like to leave console for a couple. Garage.
Oh, if only I could read what's at the top of that. Well, Maria Immacula, yeah. 1843. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Mexico on that. Oh, Colombia.
Flight Unit Jen, sir. I'd like to ask the crew to verify that the attitude step switch is in the GDC
Regenbogen.
position. Fine. Well, we have a couple degrees difference between CBU readouts
Tees
and
Tube
pipeline
Restaurant.
readouts, which
Huh.
can't happen because with that switch in the IMU position, it loads the result.
Kaiserworth.
IMU.
Hotel Kaiserworth.
Okay, what was the switch again? At such
Can't
switch
move
again?
around.
GDC? Yes. Position. Correct.
Ice Cafe.
Have you been seeing this a long time, bud?
Well, we just picked it
Tourist
up.
information.
There's been an IMU before, and what we're talking about is that we don't know if it was or not. If it was in the IMU,
I'm gonna-
it might have screwed up P23.
I don't know if it's
That's
Germany or
what
Switzerland,
we're
but they
talking
have a
about.
whole lot
How
more
about that?
Switzerland than they have Germany.
It may be an IMU or GDC, the one now.
So
The
I'm gonna go with
indication
Zurich.
appears to be that it's in GDC. Correct.
Nope, it's
IMU.
Germany.
You want to see if it's in GDC? You want it?
Oh, Apollo 11, Houston, would you verify that the attitude set switch is in GDC?
Apparently around here. Kaiser Faust. Something like that. Okay.
Stand by when you're ready. Roger. It is now.
Toilets.
Roger. It was an IMU? Affirmative. Roger, thank you.
Cologne Port. Greece. Well, there's a Greek flag there. Kelowna also sort of like that. Is this like the port by Athens? What was its name? There's a wall between the port and Athens. Piraeus. No, not even close. It's Rhodes. This is where the Colossus was. Okay. We can't move around. Could be China or Southeast Asia kind of thing.
Flight GNC.
I'm gonna guess like
Go ahead,
around
GNC.
here.
Just a
Nope,
matter of
it's
interest, that
full on
resolves
China
the
near
discrepancy
Shanghai.
we saw here on our CDU versus IMU. Okay.
Can't move around. There are peoples like that sitting there. Is that kind of boat? That's a city. Those boats, that city. This area is pretty flat.
Flight Econ.
Go ahead, Econ.
Yeah, on this.
That's a
flow
huge
transfer.
city, though.
Just got a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, looking at the cryo quantities, doesn't indicate really one way or the other that we're not.
We got try
hurting the cabin.
Hong Kong-ish.
Cryo ECS usage is averaging between 0.4 and 0.6. Now, there's a way to
Like around here.
verify that we're
No,
actually dumping.
other city
Right.
in... It's Hangzhou.
There's a little two-step
China.
procedure we can do to verify that we're actually purging oxygen overboard, which is the most important
Okay,
thing.
that's an
to
interesting thing.
verify rather than the flow transducer. The concern is here that in the waste compartment there's a little rubber bladder that could have torn or somehow gotten over the bleed hole, the purge hole. So a little
Is this
procedure involves,
Uluru?
pulling a little open-ended QV
Or is
with
it
a
some other
filter
rock that looks
out of
exactly the same?
one of the compartments and installing
Well,
it on
how
the
many
urine
times do
connector,
I actually get to click
and then using the,
Australia?
waste
Practically
management
never.
overboard drain to dump.
So I'm gonna go for
Waiting
it.
about 30 minutes to see if the
Where
ocean flow
is
takes in
Uluru?
that configuration.
Okay, stand by.
I should visit it in Flight Sim. Haven't done that. Well, close to Alice Springs or something. Okay, Uluru. It is Uluru, isn't it? Yes, it is. So I got one right for once. The actual World Heritage Site, but I just couldn't find it. Okay. Just gonna go with India. We're in India. Just gonna go smack dab in the middle somewhere and hope. Oh, it's actually in Pakistan, in Lahore. But... Oh, these are like ruins or something. Can't move around. Properly piled things. I'm gonna lean towards Germany. Oh, it's Sardinia. Okay. What do we say for toilets? Asios. Toilets. Toilets. That seems like Greek to me, but it's not, because that's not any architecture. Well, maybe. Nestle. Okay, we can't go any further this way. Oh, that's the end of that. Huh. Primavera 1882, Alhambra. Interesting. Consigna lockers. Okay, so literally Alhambra, Spain? Where was it? I don't know, somewhere around here. Oh, where is it actually? Granada. It's in Granada. The Alhambra's in Granada. It is literally the Alhambra. Well, could have been worse. Isn't that Mont Saint Michel? I'm just gonna go with that. Okay, which side of everything was it? I think it was close to Le Havre, right?
Right. That's the one he said we were all screwed up on, right?
Okay.
Last time?
Right.
And my records show him doing that at around...
Why do these
7 hours
maps
and 50
never
minutes
show
or
the
so.
thing?
Okay.
What was it on
And
this
y'all
side?
might check y'all's records back there. And the numbers we gave him are... Do you have them?
Port National.
Flight system.
Site historic. Okay.
Calling flight again.
Oh wait, there.
We're
No.
terminating.
They have a bunch of points.
Everything's dead on the stage. Come on. Yeah, they just told them it's still living. They have two-way lock, but no TM.
Something Saint Michel.
Just died.
Chapelle
Okay,
Saint
I
Michel,
got it.
maybe.
By the way, gentlemen.
Oh no, it's over
You can go
here.
both ways.
This is
And
Mont
then
Saint
Capcom,
Michel.
flight director
I'll take
two.
those
Gosh
down
darn.
any day.
Hey Tom, would you
I
check
got
to make
fooled
sure
by a
that
different
the
Saint Michel.
filter assembly quick disconnect is in R6?
That
Let me get the name
is
of it again.
modern.
Filter?
Assembly QD.
Well, this is very high up,
QD and R6.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'd like a storage
But
list copy
close
of
to
the
a
storage list sent
bay.
out to us. We don't have one here.
Okay. Well,
Thank you.
with a city.
I find one FL.
Go ahead.
Did you get that?
Say again?
Filter assembly QD. See if it's an R6.
Wait a minute. Repeat that again.
The filter.
Feels
assembly,
like vaguely
QD.
Rio-ish.
Where be it in the storage list?
Alright.
And also, Charlie.
Right, Houston, Apollo 11. How many miles out do you have us now?
We had you stand by, Buzz, roughly about 50,000. Stand by.
Roger, flight. We're
Right.
Oh,
Charlie on the PTC, we're just waiting our 20 minutes here for all thruster activity to damp out. You might let us know how that's coming.
Roger,
interesting.
will do. We have you about 48,000 miles now.
Thank
Oh,
you.
hence
Captain flight.
Still flying?
Just out of curiosity,
Saldana,
we're
Cape
gonna
Towns.
get a venting torque out of the this O2 purge, aren't we?
Well, it says Cape Towns.
About that,
I
and
guess
we
I
should
can't
be
argue with that.
Nominally in our configuration, we should be venting nominally anyway. And if we aren't, this won't hurt us any.
I guess
we
Cape
are.
Town looks a lot like
I
Rio
was
to
just
me.
wondering if this is going to tear up our PTC.
I asked the same question, and I don't think it will.
Okay. Well, that's interesting and all. Clearly an excavation. Covered up like this. People's. Last time we saw one of these, it was China. I'm just gonna go with China again. No, it's Peru. I don't even. What is it in Peru? Chan Chan? What? Segunda Plaza. But there's plenty of Chan Chans around.
Houston, Apollo 11, we still have our oxygen engine fan on for tank 2. Is that what you want?
Stand by.
Flight gun will turn it off partially. At the same time we close the eye.
Hey, Charlie, I can see the snow on the
All right, well,
on the mountains out in California, and it looks like LA doesn't
Defibrillator.
have much smog problems
you
today.
don't say.
Roger, Buzz. Copy. Looks like a good view out there then.
Well, nothing
And
too
Apollo
interesting
11,
on that
Houston,
side.
we'd like you to keep the O2 fan on, and we'll give you an ECS
Don't know about that
configuration
flag.
prior to sleep. Over. Okay,
Traditional food since some time. Oh, that's a face.
Charlie, with the binocular, I can discern a definite green gas to the San Fernando Valley.
Roger.
Yeah.
How's Apollo, California look, Buzz?
Well, it's got some clouds up and down it, and there's a pretty good circulation system, a couple hundred miles off the west coast of California.
Roger. 11, we'd like you to close the waste storage vent valve right now.
Well, don't mind if I do.
Okay.
Surgeon, but you tracking all
Restaurant.
the discussion we got in waste management and valves and purging and all of that jazz?
Some of it's late. I haven't, I missed the initial discussions because I was talking to the Hornet surgeon.
Okay, well, will you get together with me, Tom?
Waste storage vent valves closed.
Copy.
Omega. I mean, pretty sure it's Italy, right? Where are we talking about? It's not the Alps. Gotta go with around here-ish. Oh, close.
Apollo 11, Houston,
San
we'd like
Marino,
your rates
actually,
looking pretty
not
good right
Italy,
now on the
Italy, it's San
PTC,
Marino.
We'd like you to continue holding over.
Sure.
Okay, fine.
Last one. We're approaching Newfoundland, by the way. So really last one for today. Can't move. Got some piled rocks there. And then a rock there.
Flight surgeon, I can
Okay. You understand what we're doing
Yes,
now?
sir.
Okay, fine. Yeah,
Well,
that's
shoot, if you got some piled rocks, call it
Make sure we
Egypt.
don't vent during PTC so they can get some sleep, and then tomorrow when they do come up, we'll use
No,
the procedure for
it's all the way in Zimbabwe.
enriching the cabin.
Kami ruins. Alright, that's enough for now. Sun is still not set, thankfully. We're still about 100 nautical miles away, but since we're at 31,000 feet, we should probably be
Flight Fido. Fido, try to get a checkpoint.
trying to descend.
Raj, any flight controller who can take it? Momentary interruption in data. Give me an amber. No amber. Go ahead, Fido. All right, thank you. GNC. Mike, we were able to get the PTC rolling damage. Fido. It's only going to be a momentary interruption. GNC. Fido, hold off on that if you can. All right, let me see if I can stop.
Surprised we didn't pick up the VOR by now. Just above 10,000 we find. Not that we passed 250 knots anyway. I mean, it knows that VOR1 is YYT. Maybe YYT doesn't have a DME, the distance measurement thing? Maybe.
FAO from flight. Go flight. Will you make a note in the flight plan to give the crew this new cabin purge procedure immediately after wake up tomorrow? Roger. Okay, and what I'd like to do, Tommy, would be to also have them do it while they're still in PTC to find out if purging does disturb the PTC. Okay.
We are landing in Newfoundland. So we're descending now into St. John's.
Fido, did you keep your restart tape? Yep. Or did you stop it? Stop. Okay. GNC, let me know when they can shoot the restart tape here, will you? Just like the attitude hold will be over in another 2 minutes. Okay. Okay. Go, Econ.
Yeah, when we close that vent, the O2 flow pegs low from about 0.3. And also the accumulator cycle's only 1.75 now. So it indicates there's still some...
Other than the S4B departure, well, it's another Earth.
Say that again, man.
Well, we were running about 0.3, you know. Didn't really know whether to believe it or not. You turn that vent valve off, and it pegs low. That's 0.196 at bottom scale, and moved except during that last...
Took about 6 hours. Well, you know.
So the pegging that thing on scale high, it only went to 0.75.
Gotta spread them out.
So
It's a long trip.
turning off that vent valve, we have to shift the flow transition. But previous to that, the accumulator cycle has been pegging it off scale high.
Okay. Okay, Ecom, you got your thing to look at tonight. Guidance has got his thing. Everybody will have their things to do tonight. Income? Joe, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Standing by for PTC.
Oh, okay.
They're taking a bet on which way it's going to roll.
Okay.
Well, we should be able to communicate with them by now. Eating PB&Js? That's what they call it. I don't know if we would call what they ate anything like that, but...
Tower, Ray Eyes Romeo Alpha.
Why can't it have the current message shown properly?
Flight level 230, Echo to land. Enter left base runway 16. Ray Eyes Romeo Alpha 412.
They certainly didn't have sandwiches because they were too paranoid about breadcrumbs getting into things. So maybe just straight peanut butter and jelly in a tube.
Like this. It's great for low enough they can start to roll anything. Copy, Capcom? The rates are low enough they can start to roll at any time now, Arch.
Hello, Apollo 11, Houston. Your rates look really great now. You can start your PTC. Okay, thanks, Ryan.
actually. Finally, the distance shows up.
Flight on this,
But it doesn't matter
tracking down this O2 flow
if you're not trying to get to that VOR. It's way too far away from the airport to be useful at this range.
Okay.
Now that we've got runway
The only thing, Econ,
Go fine.
the only thing that I think might help us out for in the morning would be to ask them if they've had any indications O2 flow-wise on board, and you might figure out a couple questions, John, that we might ask them that would enable us to either track it down or maybe get a better feel for it for when we just get us some more data to work on it tonight, I guess.
Okay, anything
Now, maybe there are no questions, but
I guess the real
over briefly.
Yeah, the real question is the flow rate pegs. Was it pegs prior to closing the vent valve? On board, right?
tortillas. Oh, could still be too messy for them back then. Burritos, maybe.
Houston, you're 11. Roger, go ahead, 11, over. Roger, if you'd like to delay PTC entrance for 10 minutes or so, we can shoot you some TV of a 7A serve. We'll leave that up to you. Roger, stand by.
Thanks. Given 60 more seconds, we'll give them an answer, Capcom.
Hello, Apollo 11. Houston, we'll have an answer for you on the TV in about 1 minute, over.
Could sort of see the airport over there, but the runway that we're looking at down there is not the runway we're supposed to land at. So.
Flight GNC. Go GNC.
With these rates, we'll be happy if Fido wants to go ahead and do whatever it wants.
He doesn't have anything he wants to do to the computers. Not to my knowledge.
Checkpoint.
Oh, checkpoint, have at it. When you say computers, I thought you meant like CNC. Sorry. Network? Come on. Goldstone to the point where they can get configured to look at TV.
That's affirmative. Stand by.
Okay. Is there any way they can feed it in here in short notice?
Ecom, Capcom, Local 1. Go ahead. Hey, John, do you hear that blurbs on GOTS or air ground or whatever you're monitoring? Sound like it's unintelligible conversation or transmissions, a syllable or two at a time. Is that the VOGA? We don't have a VOGA in it.
It's mostly unintelligible.
Record.
No. Okay, I'll tell you what.
There's no VOGA in that.
Capcom, can you talk to Goldstone and get some ideas to the quality and when they've zeroed in and all that kind of stuff? In other words, since we can't monitor it directly here, what we'll do is we'll record the doggone stuff, Charlie.
Right.
And why don't you have Goldstone tell you when they've got it zeroed in and when they've got a good quality picture and that, and you can relay it on to the crew.
Okay.
You get that, network? Right. Why don't you let Capcom talk to Goldstone out there to get any data and get some ideas of picture quality and all that jazz.
Okay.
Okay?
Network Capcom. Network Capcom on network call.
Nope, I want 3,000.
Network Capcom.
Calling network.
Yeah. What loop is Goldstone on?
You can get him on GOTS conference or GOTS 4, either place.
Okay.
gospel, or it's probably preferably that way you'll be talking to M&O, and you wouldn't bother any.
Okay.
Gospel.
Goldstone M&O, Houston, Capcom, over.
Goldstone M&O, go ahead.
Roger, it's Houston, Capcom. Would you let me know when you get a good TV picture on the downlink? We're going to start the TV now.
This is Apollo Control at
TV.
10 hours, 26 minutes into the flight of Apollo 11.
Correct. Apollo 11, Houston, we're ready at Goldstone for the TV. It'll be recorded at Goldstone and then replayed back over here. Niels, anytime you want to turn it on, we're ready, over. Okay, it'll take us about 5 minutes to get rigged. Roger.
Well, the goofiest system ever to get TV.
Capcom Charlie Duke advised
actually,
the crew that we
that's
would
not
be
right.
recording the television at Goldstone. We don't have an estimate at this time as to how long it will take to get a playback of that
Apollo
from
11,
Goldstone.
Houston, could you verify the reading on your O2 flow indicator, over? We're showing point 2. We just inadvertently touched the rapid repress button. That made a temporary glitch in the flow.
There's a Japan Airlines flight going over
Roger,
Greenland to London. Good
Glitch there,
times.
did it go almost peg high, over?
Capcom.
I believe that. Apollo 11, Houston, could you tell us if the O2 flow indicator was pegged to high prior to closing the waste storage vent valve, over? No, it was not. Roger, thank you.
Well, I'm just gonna take it off of autopilot for now.
Flight again. Flight again.
Go, we come.
Are you getting ready for TV here?
That's affirmative.
Yeah, we tracked into a scanline while go to high gain, which means we're just able to drive and we haven't come back out. Get a good narrow beam lock, probably going to go to Gulf 270 and pitch plus 30.
Oops.
And go to react. That's it.
You mean in the steerable angles?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you get those steerable angles, Capcom?
270 and pitch something plus 30.
I'm just killing some extra energy here.
We're only on these names.
Now we're on a high gain, but we tracked into the limit and disabled the drive. Well, now we're back out.
I don't understand what happened there. Tell me about high gain.
Nope. Well,
You
somebody
want to slither
followed.
these angles and go to react?
We don't know who it was, but somebody followed.
Yes, that's right.
east and then straight north. Okay, complicated thing. Well, I have to do my own navigation for now. Rather than figuring out what they've done.
Flight control, self-control.
Apollo 11, Houston. A while ago we cracked into the scan limits and disabled the auto drive on the high gain. We'd like you to position the antenna at pitch 30, yaw 270. Go to react. That will give us narrow beam width. Over. That yaw 270 and pitch 30. What was the pitch? Pitch 30, Neil. Okay. I think we've got you.
Flight gun, we got an airbeam.
Roger, we got a good signal now. Thank you much.
Flight gun, military switch back to wide, and now we're back in narrow. We must be right on the scan limit. We'll just have to watch the pitch space.
Okay.
Flight code on report TV.
Okay, Houston, we are sending a picture of Earth down right now, so you can let us know if they're receiving in Goldstone. Roger, 11, Goldstone is receiving at TV. Stand by, we'll let you know on the quality. Over.
Goldstone MNO, Houston Capcom, how's it look?
We copy TV 5-5.
Roger, good clear picture?
Good clear picture.
How's the color look?
We can't see it yet though.
Houston, I have my TV man on net 2 at this time. You can talk direct, please.
Houston TV, Goldstone video, net 2.
Oh, we don't have the DME range on this, even though we've got the localizer.
Roger.
Hey, it's Houston Capcom. How's it look?
Roger, looks 5-5.
Okay, good. Good color and clarity and everything?
We can't tell you about the color, but it does look good.
Oh, okay. You just got it black and white, huh?
That's affirmative.
Okay.
Oh, Apollo 11, Houston, Goldstone says that the TV looks great. Over.
Okay, Roger, we're
18 knot crosswind.
Oh, Apollo 11, Houston, did you copy? Over.
we copied it, Charlie.
6. Ray-Eyes Romeo Alpha.
Roger, your transmissions the last couple of times have been about 2 by. Over.
Okay, how do you read me now?
Roger, 5 by now.
Okay, we're zooming the lens on in so that we'll just about fill the monitor.
Roger.
Goldstone contact, Houston contact, net 2.
Goldstone contact.
Roger, on this last transmission, how are you receiving this downlink voice?
Okay, it's in the down now.
Voice is coming in quite low. I cranked it up. He apparently was...
Copy 11.
Okay, Roger, thank you.
And how about the f-stop? Is 22 going to be accurate?
Stand by. We'll get with the Goldstone TV guy. We don't have anything here at Houston. Stand by.
Goldstone TV is Houston Capcom.
It looks good on the monitor as far as the f-stop goes. That probably
go ahead.
okay. Yeah, go check.
Roger, how does the f-stop look? He's on 22.
You're talking about the light level, that's right?
Yeah, that's right.
It looks real good. It doesn't seem to have any white overshoots or anything. It looks real good.
Roger.
We're not noticing any white clipping here.
Roger.
Hello, Apollo 11. Houston Goldstone says that TV looks really great. Bye-bye. We don't. The AGC looks like it's working fine. The S22 is good. We have no real white spots. They're real pleased with it. Over.
Okay, you just cut out, Charlie. We understand that it's looking great. We'll leave it the way it is and wait for you to come back on.
All right, how do you read me now? Over.
Bye-bye.
Okay, my comments were from Goldstone that they see no white spots as we saw in 10. Looks like the AGC is working real well. The S22 looks good. Over.
Okay, very good. We set out
Okay, which side do I taxi?
the number one window under it.
Well, there's buildings on this side.
So that would be a pretty good picture.
Roger.
Well, I've landed now.
Going on the terminated air convenience flight.
Ray Eyes Romeo Alpha.
Yeah, why don't we get another 5 minutes or so?
Roger.
Might ask them to pan it or
Ground. Ray Eyes
either
Romeo Alpha.
provide some description or zoom or just have them work around with the thing for a bit, Captain.
Roger, you want to try interior?
Oh, that's probably because I went to a different
Yeah, what I'd
page.
like to do, we're going to have to call up
go back to
DTV
that.
9 for about an hour, so if we could get
Ah,
about
they've
10
got the
minutes of
video,
data, I
huh?
think it'd be well worth it.
That's why you noticed.
Hello, Apollo 11. Houston, we'd like you to keep the TV on for about 10 minutes or so we can get some good comparison on the camera. You can do anything your heart's desire.
Using
on the,
taxiway.
TV, interior, exterior, pan in and out, anything you'd like. Over.
Well, I'm using this taxiway. It's fine. I'll figure it out. I don't think we're gonna get any help here. We
11 Houston, over.
This isn't parking, but they'll be parking. Maybe over there.
Houston, Apollo 11, over. Roger, go ahead, over.
It's good enough for the business jets.
We heard up to you can do anything, and then after that, we didn't hear anything, and we knew that wasn't right
I'll
anyhow.
fit
but we
right in
can't.
here.
What do you want us to do?
Roger, we'll check the uplink on our voice. Transmission on the TV was we'd like to get about 10 minutes worth of signal at Goldstone so we can look at the camera quality back here at Houston for about 10 minutes or so when they patch it back into us. What we were saying was that you can go interior or exterior on the camera. On the exterior shots, we'd like a little... Stand by.
Tom Tech, are we uplinking at Goldstone?
Start over with.
Yes, sir, we are. I'm talking to him now. Go ahead.
Well, we're cutting out up there. Flight, I'm cutting out. Do we got another receiver we can drop there?
Roger, stand by.
Okay, we are here.
Ecom, it's up to you, babe.
We are at St. John's. Props is still sort of spinning.
Would be to hand over another site. Which,
The engine cover is on, maybe
You
they
mean
won't.
for voice uplink, is what you're saying?
Hey, Houston, you suppose you could turn the earth a little bit so we could get a little bit more than just water?
Roger,
Turn
11,
the
I don't
earth
think
a
we got
little
much
bit.
control over that. Looks like you'll have to settle for the water.
Well, I'll let you guys go to apolloinrealtime.org to see more of their television broadcasts. For now, I'll wrap it up since I'm not gonna be able to cross the Atlantic today.
11 Houston,
I'll
we're
have to
gonna
wait until
change-
tomorrow.
Thinking about changing our
I should
voice
probably
uplink
close
to
the
another
doors
site.
so
You'll
that
stand
the
by.
lights
We'll
in
see
there
if we can improve the
still
quality.
on. It's
Over.
probably draining the battery.
Okay, Charlie. We'll stand by for your call.
Except, how do I do that? How do I tell the door to close? There we go. Alright, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.